Welcome to Jacksonville, annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. The Gators and the Dogs. You put them together on a football field, sparks fly and memories are made. This is the kind of game that can help define an entire season. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Bulldogs will kick it away to get this game going. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll hand it off. They try the middle, but game.
Running back.
On that play.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. To throw. It's Lagway. He's running out of time here. Bringing pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused.
He's looking to make a big play downfield. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage.
Georgia offense will take over first and 10.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. That pass is caught. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Here's the second down play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Robinson. Just runs through a man. A mismatch. Finally brought down, but the game moves it to the 44.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Look at out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw Red Bull.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Trying to extend the play. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And he's got it.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And the Gators pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Back in motion now. First down, looking to throw the football. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years. And
pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris, is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up.
Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. The Dogs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. And now the running back's got it again. Runs right over the defender. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
But great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
First down at 10. And he drops back in the gun. Caught over the middle. It's Humphreys. Look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Now it's second down here. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. With the catch, it's Evans. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida 7, Georgia 0.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Gonna run it. It's Robinson. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Georgia has moved into the red zone. Handoff running right. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's third down and short. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's got some room. Can he get there? All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And there's the point after. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Gators offense retakes the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. To throw, it's Lagway. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back. Quick completion to the tight end. He stopped and he gets a first down.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down after that short completion. Looking to chuck it again. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Good enough for first down yardage. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. The Gators pick up enough yardage for a first down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Lets it go under heavy pressure. Takes a shot. Deep shot caught inside the 15. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. See if they can convert the point after. The PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
And the Georgia offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Humphries. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray and more recently Jake Fromm. And, of course,
and they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. We're going to see a repeat. Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game. It gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the 1st down. 3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning in this close 1st half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch, and get a little bit closer to the marker.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you've got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Crucial 3rd down play right here. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. It's a quick grab. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this 1st half.
And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
The Gators looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Tackled after the completion down at the 1-yard line. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. The defense takes their 3rd and final timeout to make some adjustments at the sideline.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. 3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they've got the returner corralled.
Georgia offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Close to the tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. The tackle is finally made, but a huge gain. He'll spot the ball near midfield at the +49.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Pressure. He'll take a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
Well, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series. He almost threw another one.
It's like the final play of the half coming up. Secondary backed up off the ball now. He's back to throw again on 2nd down. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Tackle after the pick, and then he'll do it for the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Florida 31, Georgia.
And the Gators will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And the Georgia offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And here comes a deep shot. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. And he's got some open field ahead. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Florida.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. On the run, it's Daniels. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He hands it off from the gun. Oh, the ball comes loose.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Throws it to the right. And he pulls in the catch. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Heads out of bounds as a short gain on play.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And that is no good. The lead remains at 14 after the miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The Bulldogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Humphreys. He's found some room at the 45. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Finds his man. It's Evans. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Keeping it on the ground here. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Running back has it on a screen now. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Dogs keep the football on the move. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Finding space at the 20. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That one sails out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. And the Florida offense retakes the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Tries the right with a quick throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fights off a defender. And it's complete downfield. Breaking free at midfield. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense really clicking here. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the 2nd half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground, and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
On 1st down, it's play action. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Now the try here for the extra point. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now they get set to kick it away. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Cut quickly. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking for a deep completion. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Short throw complete to the tight end. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that 1st down marker. And now we've got a decision.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Now the offense will spend the timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. The Gators will bring their punt team onto the field when he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. On the return, it's Tuggle. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Trucks through the defender. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. He'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And he's brought down, but that strong, stiff arm helped him with first down.
And this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Looking to throw it on first down. Running back grabs it on the screen. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
They've got a 1st and goal. The offense a great chance to break the tie here late in the game. The linebacker shifting around now. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Oh, look out, the football is free.
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, here we are now on 4th down, Chris, and at this point in the game, a field goal gives you the lead. I don't think you roll the dice. I think you kick the field goal, you take the lead, and then you rely on your defense to be able to win this game. Well, you talking about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the 4th.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Gators offense retakes the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down that crosses midfield to the 46. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught behind the line. It's Daniels.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And they'll use the ground game here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So a crucial 3rd down play. Try a field goal from here would be 53 yards. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
Big throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he steps out of bounds. A heads-up play to stop the clock.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Makes a quick grab. Touchdown, Florida. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage.
Georgia offense will take over 1st and 10.
The Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. So it's going to come down to this, Kurt. Can this offense execute when it matters most?
Chris, it's a rivalry game. It's a 2-minute drill. You work on this all year, especially this week. They've emphasized it. Now you get your opportunity. Don't forget about the defense out there. If they can get these guys off the field, they can secure a victory. I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Humphreys. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, that's everything you could hope for here for an offense. They make a nice completion here. Thing that really stood out to me, your fourth quarter, late in the game, the clock is essential. Get out of bounds when you can. Get a first down when you can. He does both here to set up the offense here nicely.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Does a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. A pop pass on the jet sweep.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the single back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Touchdown, Dogs. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
Great job here by this quarterback on this read. I thought he might try to get the ball to the receivers. Instead, he sees the matchup that he wants, finds that big tight end, and they get the go-ahead score here late in the game.
Going after, not right through. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They've got some time to work with. Will they go for a touchdown here or play it more conservatively and set up for a field goal try? Can't get it away. The defense has got away. Huge stop at this stage of the game.
If I'm on this offensive line, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
Let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival and get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.
Yeah, this one is a little bit different. I mean, this is a game you anticipate, you look forward to the entire offseason. You're thinking about it. Now you get a big win against your rival. You're riding that high much longer than your standard win.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.